What's going on, guys? Matt over here with Lethal Garage, and today is a video about a 7th Gen Camaro. What? Okay, Lethal, what the heck? You've been making videos saying there might not be a 7th generation. Well, I know a lot of you guys hate rumors. I hate rumors too. They're not fun. They're hard to believe, but there's been a post from a first-time poster on the Corvette forums, basically divulging lots of information about the future of the C8 platform. Now, let's just take this with a grain of salt, but I am making a video about it because this is literally the first tidbit of information we have heard about any mention, any detail of a 7th generation Camaro. Now, as you guys know, I'm a Camaro owner. I love Camaros. My garage is covered in Camaro stuff. I'm a big Camaro guy. I can't hide that. I do like Mustangs. I do like Chargers and Challengers. But I think most of you guys might have the same feeling I do with the 6th gen refresh, at least the 2019 model year. GM, in a lot of our eyes, not everybody's, but in a lot of our eyes, kind of missed the mark. Even then, a lot of 5th gen owners still believe the 6th gen was not a big enough change to get rid of their cars. There's a lot of 5th gen owners still loving and enjoying their cars. Now, sales, I think anybody can see, have not been great. They've all been going to Mopar, while everyone else is removing cars and going to smaller engines. Hemi, or Dodge, is like, put a Hemi in it. Let's just put another Hemi in it. Hemi here, Hemi there. He's like the Oprah of freaking Hemis in cars. Dodge, yeah, you're doing it right. But as you know, I drive a Dodge truck. A lot of you guys hate me for that. That's fine, whatever. We all love different things. I do have a Chevy Suburban. I'm not completely anti-Chevy, guys. Yeah, new 2500 HD Silverado. Yeah, you guys know GM is closing plants. They're doing all sorts of stuff right now. A lot of people are saying their new designs and their new vehicles aren't great. I will say the refresh of the Camaro, or the refresh, or do we want to call it the SEMA model? What do we call it? I don't know. I think it looks 1,000 times better than the 2019, at least for the SS platform. It looks like they've taken some of the criticism from the Camaro community to heart and made some changes. And I honestly feel that change made a big difference. Now, what will they do for a 7th generation? Now, again, back to the Corvette guy who created a new account, first-time poster, revealing lots of information. It basically boiled down to there's a potential for the C8 Corvette to go into an upper echelon of vehicles, and it gives the Camaro a very good opportunity to fill the void of what the C7 like Stingrays or base model cars can do. He shouted out a couple numbers and stuff. 520 horsepower, LT1 powered, basically base model car. 520 horsepower, that's a pretty big jump. What was that, 50 or 40, 50, 65 horsepower increase? That's, I think most people won't balk at that. But all that being stated, we know nothing of the platform. We don't know what they do. I've made plenty of videos talking about what could be what could be coming, such as hybrid drivetrain, stuff like that. Could they bring an upgraded motor? GM can do a lot. They have a lot of headroom in their current motors, and they have been pushing the boundaries across the board, and it's been pretty impressive to see, but we have not seen it trickle down into the Camaro. They gave us an A10 in the standard cars, but it's a truck transmission. They didn't give us really the performance one from the ZL1, which is disheartening, but it is what it is. People are doing what they can with what they have. And we still really haven't seen full sales of what the 19s are doing, and from the looks of it, they're not great, so, which is unfortunate. But we can always hope that a Generation 7 is coming. Now, because there's a mention, and it seemed a little awkward that it was mentioned at all, but it kind of makes sense. You know, GM's going down a path where they're scaling down a lot of vehicles. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there that are losing jobs that work at the GM plants, and I feel so bad for you guys. I really do, and it's disheartening, it's sad, it almost makes me not want to buy vehicles from GM anymore. Meanwhile, other plants and other companies, they're scaling up, they're making more cars. Well, you know, trucks, I guess you could say, SUVs. It's the pain of the market. It's the pain of what consumers are buying, right? They're buying SUVs, they're buying big trucks because gas isn't, actually, I don't even, like, gas is kind of expensive right now. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why trucks and SUVs are selling as well as they are. Some people will be like, well, inflation and economy, blah, 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 blah. Like, $3.89 is not cheap for gas here in California. I know it's a heck of a lot cheaper across the country, and maybe that's where it's at. But here in California, gas is not cheap. It's just going up. It went down a little bit because winter blend came out, but it's going up. It's going to continue to go up. But all that being stated, 7th Gen Camaro. I think at this point it's better just to speculate what you want. There's a lot of discussion and stuff going around, like maybe GM will go back to the roots of Camaro and maybe abandon the more Euro car. But honestly, I think if they do move to the Camaro can fill the lower end Corvette slot, if that happens, I don't see them going to heritage style Camaro. I see them moving more Euro to a car that's more sportier, more powerful, and has the bells and whistles that we would want. But there's just a lot of diehard Camaro guys out there that would be like, hey, you know what? Maybe model it more after the 2nd gen or the 1st gen or 4th gen or whatever. Like, everyone has their opinions, and the crappy part about that is no one can agree on one thing. So we just kind of have to roll the dice and hope GM does it right, because I think I could safely speak for a lot of you guys out there. The refresh for the 6th gen is not the dice that we wanted to see rolled. So they did give us some cool things. Z01 obviously not the refresh. They kept the front end. They may still have a hypo Camaro coming. And when I say hypo, it's high performance. So maybe a Z28 or maybe an actual Z01 that is actually completely track oriented. But I at this point, I don't know if that's coming. So yes, that's where we're at. Some news. It's great. I like news. I like Camaro news. Hopefully you guys like Camaro news. But 7th Gen Camaro could be coming. I guess we always knew it could be coming, but will it actually come? To be determined. I guess time will tell. The future will write whatever it's going to do in pages, and hopefully GM can keep dollars flowing in so they can design some better looking vehicles and get some good sales. So yeah, that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some speculation. What do you hope to see in a 7th Gen Camaro if one arrives? Do you hope to see a Z28? Do you hope to see a ZL1? Do you hope to see electric drivetrains or hybrids with still a V8? Either or. Let me know down below. I appreciate you guys following the channel, subscribing, following everything. Comments, questions, post them down below. But until next time, guys, I do hope to see you on the road.